Oh, that just.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to UCA versus Space Force. I'm gonna be here with Nismo today. Dang, they're already on the coin toss. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the interviews. Oh crap! I need to turn down. Why is this up? My bad. All right, so we're going to go to UCA first, and pretty good non-conference game coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's up, UCA? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling tonight? Big non-conference game versus Space Force. They're pretty highly ranked. This could be a really good win on your resume heading into the playoffs this season. How do y'all feel?
How do you get to the playoffs? There's like 5 weeks left.
There's 5 weeks left.
We're feeling all right. We haven't got a win yet this season, but we played NSU really close last week, and they beat the number 1 team in the country, or I guess in the league. So we feel pretty good at where we're at right now. Yeah.
And Tacos, what is your plan on stopping this very high-octane Space Force offense?
We're going to go in. We're going to throw a bunch of looks at them. We got some different formations in the playbook. It's big heartbreak last week, so it's kind of disappointing, but we're looking ahead, looking to beat Space Force, so just kind of mix up the coverages.
All right, and I got a question for Peyton. As the OC, how are you planning to stop or to get going on offense tonight, especially like against Solaris' defense?
Well, we have to get Marco Long warmed up and just get him going. If he doesn't get going, then we're pretty much fucked. So.
That's true.
Right.
You're not wrong.
Martel Long, baby. Martel Long.
Martel Long, he's the process. He's the future.
But speaking of Solaris, like since he's a Texas fan, horns down. Every time we score a TD, horns down.
Dude, why would you ever say that?
All right, let's see that happen. All right, man, you're gonna be on cam. We're gonna be showing you when you score touchdowns. So,
Okay.
I mean, we're ready. All right, well, see you guys and good luck.
Me and Peyton are dressed for occasion, so.
All right, hey, good luck tonight, y'all. All right, Barack. You got a pretty hard game in UCA coming up here, but you guys have a reason to feel confident tonight. Explain to me why that is.
We are known for doing a lot more with less, and I think that UCA has kind of had a little bit issues with their roster in terms of they have a lot of young people, and they haven't quite figured it out yet. We're hoping to really capitalize on that tonight and make sure they still don't know what to do.
And Touchdown TV, what looks are you planning on giving this Central Arkansas defense tonight?
We're gonna pound the rock with Whopper Whopper. We're
Well spoken, yeah.
That's all right. So Solaris, I got you a question. Defensively, how are you going to shut down UCA tonight?
Apparently their pass offense is where it's at, but it starts at the run. We just got to make sure we make them one-dimensional and then keep it in front and make plays.
Well, it's another great explanation. I guess we're gonna go to the broadcast booth and get this game started with it. Almost 9:30 on the dot, so we're actually early today. So good luck to you guys, and we'll probably have a good night's sleep tonight.
All right, thank you.
I didn't even give them time to say thank you. I'm such a meanie.
You were a terrible person.
I'm a terrible person.
Extreme.
It is on stream.
Can you stream the game, please?
Oh yeah, probably. I
So I
mean,
can
they're just doing adjustments
see it.
right now.
Thank you. Thank you
Dang.
very much.
And we got 3 concurrent viewers as as Space Force kicks off the ball using some pretty slick new uniforms, and UCA in the white, Space Force in the black and blue. As they take it around to 25. Hell Hunter with the return. And Nismo, I mean, what are you expecting? What are your predictions for this game?
Honestly, it's hard for me to root against UCA, but I don't really think they get it done tonight. No offense to that staff. I love them all, but I think Space Force is just the better team. So hope they prove me wrong, though. So
I think Space Force cannot lose with these uniforms on, but personally, I don't think UCA is going to give up. I frankly think it's either going to be a close game, low scoring, that UCA wins, and Space Force just ends up struggling offensively, or it's going to be a blowout, frankly. And Space Force is going to blow them out of the water, which blowout meaning like
agree.
13, 14 plus. I don't really see them winning like 50-0, but if that happens, I guess that happened.
if that happens, that will happen. Yeah.
Yeah, as UCA takes a 2nd and 12 up the middle for 9 yards, running back and hurry up. A 3rd and 3 early on in this game. Let's see if they can convert here. As in the last game I commentated, I remember that Southern Utah couldn't get a single 3rd and short conversion as Mardo Long just overthrows his man by a mile. As UCA is punting it early. Early punt. It's not really what you want.
Really quick 3-and-out for this Space Force defense. Can't get behind the sticks if you're UCA, in my opinion.
100%. Space Force is a fast-paced team, and you can get behind by 14, and you won't even realize. It'll just be a blink of the eye. TDTV is really good at capitalizing on good field position. So as your offense, if you want to beat Space Force, offense is your best defense here, and you need to get down the field and get them in the back of their end zone at least, instead of giving the ball to them at the 35 to start the game.
I gotta agree with you, John.
As Space Force just showcasing these uniforms. Then the pistol, I haven't really seen much of that. They just run up the middle, but it gets stuffed. Still went for 2 yards, though. I don't know how that went for 2 yards. He got kind of stuffed there. 2nd and 8 for Space Force. And now, Nismo, what do you think is the key for Space Force to win this game?
I think the key for Space Force to win this game is just pounding the rock on this UCA defense. I think if they win the game in the trenches, then they win the game.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think that it's more a game of how's your backup plan? You know, if they get something stuffed, how well can you recover, and how well can you get something else going? As he just takes a QB wrap for around 12, and they run it up the middle again. As Whopper makes a guy miss, makes another guy miss, and he's running towards the end zone. Touchdown, Space Force, and what a run by Whopper there, showing some elusiveness.
I mean, you cannot have a better run than that. That is just an amazing run from Whopper.
Whopper showing why he's the best running back in the league. Right there.
I don't know about that, but
I know. I think I know about that. I mean, I don't think any
he is
running
an upper
backs.
echelon running back. That's fair.
I mean, stat-wise, he might not be the best running back in the league, but my take is he is the best running back in the league. Just period. You know, if let's say NSU had him as a running back, he would probably be getting 10 times the yardage that Happy Gilmore is right now. You know, Whopper is
definitely
him.
a hot take. But yeah.
It is a hot take. Whopper is him. Just like Mr. Pirate said. Oh yeah, we are disrespecting Happy here, but
Angry Gilmore now.
Angry Gilmore's a lot better. To be fair, y'all's quarterback was just Himothy, you know?
Yeah.
Big quarterback play from NSU last night to get them on top, but Happy Gilmore did really settle their offense in a lot. as it's already a 2nd and 11 for UCA. Back to pass, throws it incomplete, but there's a flag. And I think this one's on UCA here, as I think that's pass interference offense. Yeah.
That is definitely a unique penalty. I haven't seen many of those.
As they decline it. Smart decision probably, because you know that they can't make a pass here, but you don't want them to get a good run in 2 downs. It is a smart call by Space Force here to decline that penalty. As UCA is now forced to pass again with their quarterback who's not completed all day long.
As I said before, you can't really get behind the sticks, and right now UCA is getting behind the sticks.
And in the blink of an eye, they're already 4th and 11 again, and as I said, Space Force could be up 14-0, and you won't even notice.
Definitely looking like it's heading towards that way.
As UCA has chewed absolutely no clock, by the way, on these possessions. They've just ran after ran it and just instantly snapped it, really not given time for their players to really
Yeah,
not given
definitely.
time for their players to settle in. Sneak, it's called glazing. Jeez, man, it's called glazing. As they run it up the middle again, Whopper only gets 2. But Whopper's already having a monster day, and it's only the first quarter. I mean, they've only had 1 possession. He's going crazy.
If I'm UCA, I need to get a quick stop on defense. Desperately.
Oh, you need to stop here if you're UCA. You cannot let them score here. I mean, that's with every
Definitely.
possession, but there's some possessions that matter more than others.
Cannot agree more.
But if
This is one of
anything
those.
here, you need to at least give your offense a break.
Definitely, yeah.
You need to give your offense a break. As I bet you they're going to run it again to Whopper, as they do. And they just blitz everyone, and they got the stop that they needed.
That was a pretty good defensive call from
Although-
DC Tacos for UCA.
Oh yeah, Tacos is a very underrated DC. He did actually very good at Georgetown. I think he was one of the reasons why their team did so good these past couple seasons. And well, now not only wait, where does Tacos DC? Oh yeah, UCA. I'm sorry. I thought he was still at Mercer. I'm slow right now. I'm sorry.
He's the DC for UCA.
I'm slow.
Currently calling plays. No, it's okay.
As UCA is back in a spread. And I think they'll back to pass again. It's a screen. Hits it. And that'll go for 2 yards, Will Smith. And that's a completion. I think he did hit 160 yards. He had like... Because he had a 48-yard touchdown earlier, and I think he was at 110 earlier. So on the season, he's probably around 160 now. That's if I remember. I looked at the stats earlier.
Yeah.
Sneak.
Maybe. Actually, yeah.
As Martel Long's back to pass, throws it out route complete, and now it's another first down. And now you're getting your offense rolling. You got to keep this momentum though. If you stop this momentum now, this is where Space Force can really dig you.
I cannot agree more. I mean, this is a pretty crucial drive, I would say, for UCA.
Oh, or if it was Noah that was the DC then, right? Am I? Because it was Noah and Tacos switched, and then... it's so confusing. Trigger pulled a really confusing card there at Georgetown, but, he lost both of us, so... As a counter goes for 4 yards, Will Smith. And Will Smith is another underrated running back in this league. He had a pretty good season last year. Very dangerous guy. I haven't really seen much of him this year, though.
Could not agree more. Will Smith was an absolute unit last year for Central Arkansas.
Yeah, maybe Nismo should think about coming out of OC retirement and maybe OCing for UCA again. As play action... Martel Long, back to pass, throws it away, and now it's 3rd and 6.
I mean, that's just not a great play for Martel Long. Just immediately sails it out of bounds. I don't wonder what he's thinking there.
think he was under pressure there. Nobody was open. You really can't do anything with that ball unless you can run. I don't know if he can use his feet yet.
He's a pocket passer, so.
Oh, never mind. So, yeah, he won't use his feet. They're in an odd formation here. Martel back to pass, throws it, overthrown. It's 2 for 7 today, for only 11 yards. That's not what you want to see out of your quarterback. But at least you got the first down
Could not
here.
agree more.
Showing some progress. Now you got to get another stop on defense. And also you're giving it to them now near at the 50. Who do you think has the best running back core in this league? I mean, Space Force has got to be up there.
Space Force is up there, but I don't even mean to sound very biased, but Mercer might be up there. 288 overall running backs. Pretty good running back core.
I wouldn't go by overall. I'd go by their production, and I mean, NSU probably.
NSU Space Force is up there in that case.
Southern Utah is very underrated. I'd say NWMO.
Ty Washington, yeah.
Like Ty Washington. Their running back core season 2 was phenomenal as he takes a quarterback rap and he's broken free. And Copernicus goes all the way down to the 25-yard line, and Space Force has already passed 100 rushing yards this game.
And you cannot let that happen if you're Central Arkansas. That is a really just not a great play for the defense.
It's those explosive plays that Space Force feeds off of. You know, it's those 3rd and longs that they just feel comfortable in. It's those long plays that they're able to do at will, and that's what makes them so dangerous. And
I definitely agree.
That's what's gotten them here, man. That's what beat us last year. They made so many 3rd and longs that I couldn't even count. It was pretty wild.
Definitely, yeah.
As they run up the middle, Whopper is stuffed again. 4-yard rush. 3rd and 6. And UCA might finally get that 4 and out. Or not 4 and out, but get them to a 4th down here. UCO, they got some pretty solid running backs, but honestly, I feel like that y'all's quarterback room overshadows them a lot of the time.
Definitely, yeah.
As he's back to pass, Copernicus throws it, end zone, almost intercepted, 4th and 6. If the cornerback decided to catch that there, they would have stopped the field goal, but nonetheless, they're going to kick a field goal, and it's going to be good. 10-0, Space Force over UCA, and I mean, these last couple of drives, UCA has really contained them more than they did the first drive. What do you think, Nismo?
Definitely, I definitely agree. Outside of like 2 plays, Central Arkansas has played pretty good defense so far.
Yeah, now it's just their offense, which is the question here. You know that you can get some confidence on defense now. You might be able to stop them a bit more than you have this game. But now it's up to your offense to finally capitalize on the breaks that your defense has given you.
Most definitely.
Oh, Pars, I was about to mention UConn and Creighton. UConn had some pretty solid running back rooms, and I think that was partially some of the reason that y'all went to the Natty a couple seasons ago, as they run it for 8 yards, Will Smith. It's just that you guys threw the ball so dang much that he never got to shine, man. I forgot what his name was, but we never got to know his name. As back to pass, deep bomb, and nobody's there. 3rd and 2 now. Martel Long is cold as a refrigerator.
You gotta wonder when Central Arkansas is going to start leaning more heavily on this run game. I mean, they've been trying to get Martel Long going, and it's just not been working so far.
Yeah, now it's 3rd and 2. Wonder what they're going to do here. Back to pass. It's a screen. Throws it, but is stuffed 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, that's just 1 block away from being a first down. Not a terrible call, but, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't really give your defense the break that they needed, but I mean, you could have went into the second quarter there if that, but
Definitely. You definitely need to keep your defense off the field.
want to give them as much break time as possible.
Most definitely.
Are you for real? Happy's 200 yards away from being the leading all-time RFCL rusher.
Already?
Damn. I didn't know that Happy was that. I didn't know Happy was him, dude. That's my fault, man. I did not know his game. Dang, dude. Already better than Zach Armstrong? Let me see this. RFCL Hall of Fame. How many rushing yards is he at? Has he passed Selesker yet? As they run it to the outside, Whopper gets to edge and gets the first down for 3 yards.
I mean, you cannot, like, Desert Arkansas's defense has been on the field way too many times and for way too long, in my opinion.
Oh, I think they only put running backs up there once their careers ended. So, yeah, no, you're right, man. That is crazy. As a quarterback under center here, runs the ball up the middle. Whopper runs over, man, for 16 yards. And once Whopper really gets charged up there, he can run over anybody. He's the Derrick Henry of the RFCL. He's what Derrick Henry wanted to be at Mercer. No offense.
Sadly, I gotta agree with you there.
As they run up the middle again, Whopper is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage for blitz.
And it looks like Space Force is trying to take advantage of Central Arkansas's very young defensive line and linebacker core.
Yeah, you see, one thing that stands out to me about the rushing leaderboard is that Slade Edenfield is number 1 with 40 less attempts than Greg Cooper. And I'm just wondering... Oh, wait, never mind. He didn't get any 20-plus yard gains, though. As they run the ball to MF Doom, 4 yards. He looking a little shifty there.
MF Doom is definitely a quality running back, too, for the Space Force Delta Dogs.
Oh, 100%. And, I mean, could you count their quarterback?
Copernicus definitely has ran for a lot of yards.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like that Copernicus is probably going to be up there once he's gone too. He's rushing a crap ton. And back to pass, Copernicus throws it, caught behind the line of scrimmage, 4th and 2 now. And I mean, at least UCA's defense gave their offense a break, but let's see if their offense can do the same now. Unless if they go for this, which I think they might.
I think they will. I think it's the right call, personally. Personally, I would go for it.
Well, what I think right now is if my kicker can make it 100%, I'm kicking it. But, you know, if it was a closer game, if we were down, I'd probably go for it. But this is one of those situations where I'd probably just kick it. And let's see what they do here. Looks like it's going to be run up the middle, but it's play action. Throws it to the flat. Wide open, but he overthrows it. Receiver doesn't even put his hands up. And that's why I'd kick it there, because now you'd be up 0-13. And now they'd need 2 touchdowns to tie the game.
That's just highly unfortunate for Space Force. I mean, overthrowing a flat, that is insane.
It was the right play call.
Definitely.
Is Copernicus a lefty?
It's not a fault. I don't think so. I think it would be more noticeable if he was a lefty.
As they're going to run a counter here. And Will Smith gets to the outside a bit and gets 7 yards.
That right there, the patented UCA counter, if you will. It's patented.
As they're running hurry up here, they want to score fast. As they run up the middle, as Will Smith goes for 8. All right,
I gotta like what UCA is doing here.
Oh yeah,
getting that game going.
Now we've talked about the run game. That was pretty interesting. Let's talk about a passing game. As how the heck is George ahead of Fred Weasley? That's what I'm asking. I mean, Georgia has 53 interceptions, which I don't think will ever be beat by a quarterback, but he has
I mean,
100 more
Georgia's
yards still. I don't know how.
like the Jameis Winston of the RFCL. I mean,
He has more interceptions than touchdowns, but has the most yards in RFCL history.
UConn would just pass it, pretty much.
As
Back
play
then.
action to a flat, throws it Nick Willoughby, 4 yards, 3rd and 7.
Nick Willoughby has been an amazing receiver for the Bears over his career. Just a really good, reliable guy.
Oh. I think it was just UConn running it up on teams not having a good day. As play action, 3rd and 7, hit, throws the corner route, misses, almost intercepted. 4th and 7 now. Yeah, George did have to have something. I don't know why. Maybe Arthur Weasley will be better.
I gotta agree that Arthur Weasley definitely has the potential to be better than both of them combined.
I got a perfect topic, guys. Draft talk. I mean, I already made a few mock drafts, but that was before the new recruits came in. You know, that was before, whatchamacallit, all the quarterbacks started filing in left and right. Like, I don't know. Cheese McGee. Oh, that's who. As they run it to the outside, and he doesn't get the edge. Whopper only gets 2 yards. But now we got 3 5-star quarterbacks in the draft. And I think the first 3 picks could possibly be quarterbacks. Which is
I
terrible.
could definitely see that happening.
Because App State, you know, they need their quarterback of the future because they only got 2 more years left of the guy that they have. And if they want to keep a consistent elite quarterback room, they got to draft a quarterback ASAP, especially when you don't know if you're going to be in that same spot next year, especially the way they've been playing so far. If you're App State, you don't know if you're going to be in a good of a spot as that next year. So you want to make the most of it this year. As play action, Copernicus overthrows this guy. And I know that Space Force is probably going to be drafting a quarterback. NWMO, they got their guy. Southern Utah, they're drafting a quarterback. And Lake Erie, they're also drafting a quarterback. The only teams I don't see drafting a quarterback are Creighton, UCA, maybe NSU, UCO, Montana, and that's probably it, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
As Copernicus is back to pass on a 3rd and 8, launches it deep, and it's overthrown again. Copernicus is, like, what's up with him?
Definitely having an off day. Haven't really seen much of that. I mean, usually a pretty consistent quarterback. Just back-to-back sails out of bounds. Definitely doesn't help Space Force.
Oh, that's surprising. I'd be surprised if SU doesn't draft a QB, but if it's coming from Marty himself, I mean, I guess I'll believe him.
I guess they're all in on EC Bucky.
EC Bucky, yeah. I wouldn't be all in on that guy. I mean, that's just me.
I don't know if I would be either.
I would not have my quarterback of the future be EC Bucky.
Me neither. But, you know, it's each their own.
As it's 1st and 10 for UCA, probably going to be their last drive of the half, as there's 2 minutes left. They run it up the middle, and Will Smith will get 4 before he's taken down. As they run the hurry up here, taken down by a derailist athlete.
And I don't really know if I agree with the hurry up here. Might want to chew some clock down. But that's just me.
I think it's good if you can get your first downs as they throw a screen, swing to the halfback, Will Smith, or that's not Will Smith, Devin Wingard gets 7 off the sling. And, you know, if you want to get your way up the depth chart, that's how you do it. You take a little swing for a first down. What do you think, Nismo?
Definitely. That's definitely a way to get up the depth chart. I mean, key first down. Can't really ask for much more out of your, 3rd string running back?
Yes. But, yeah, we'll talk about coach contracts next. I got you, Mason.
That's a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I mean, I'd assume that, Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about that. I don't
We
really.
should talk about that.
It used to be a thing, but I don't know. I've
know
heard
what? We'll
rumors.
see. We'll see. We'll see.
I've heard rumors that they might be coming back. He's gonna throw a screen wide open. The blockers actually get down there this time. They learn from it. 30,
Yes.
25, 20. Will Smith
Will
taking a
Smith,
screen
I mean, what
28
a
yards.
play. That is a game-changing play right there. Bringing in some momentum and getting Martell Long some of his confidence back.
Dude, I wonder if we're gonna be allowed to sign lifetime contracts. I wonder what the maximum contract is gonna be. Although
Caleb definitely is getting that.
I think contracts are gonna be kind of what they are in game. I think. Maybe so they can avoid people going 0-3 with a 99 overall roster. It's Will Smith, 8-yard rush off the counter.
Daily reminder that NWO is really 0-3 with a 99 overall team.
Name a better duo than UCA and Screens?
That's a hot take. Bucky definitely loves to run those slip screens, though. That's a little.
I don't want to say anything because
firsthand.
I don't want to offend my kind. Name a better duo than UCO and Screens is Will Smith or Jake Andrews, 4-yard rush. Now they're at the goal line, but they got to take some clock off here, or else Space Force can drive right down that field. They're really
exactly
dangerous.
What I'm saying. I don't really know if I agree with this hurry-up call.
Yeah, I'd take it down to at least 20 seconds here. You got 3 timeouts. You're chilling.
And it looks like they are going to do. Yeah, the hurry-up was just bluff, I guess.
Oh, and got the little wings going. Quarterback is now
Pumping his
Bird.
wings. Pumping up the crowd.
Tuesday.
The crowd.
Well, they're pretty confident that they're going to score this one, as they don't score that one. Now they got to take.
I don't know if
timeout.
they should have been that confident.
Yeah, Sneak. That's what I was going to say, but it's more.
I don't really know if I agree with this strong eye call.
I was actually thinking of something else for Lake Erie. I'm not gonna lie. It was Lake Erie and fullback dives, but because we're just the master at giving it to our fullback. I think we've had the most.
Lake Erie and the corner routes. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
No, Sneak already said that. It's we threw a couple corner routes in the fourth. I mean, I don't even know when we're throwing corner routes at this point. As they're just gonna run up the middle for a touchdown. Will Smith. 1-yard touchdown. Is it weird that I don't know when we throw corner routes? In the overtime, I was just straight up looking at the name of the play call, and I was just trusting that Jara would cook up
It's a little
something.
strange that you're not looking at the play art. Personally, I'm looking at the play art every
To
single
be
time.
fair, I need to call the play as fast as possible so I can get the audibles in. So
That is true. But Central Arkansas with the touchdown, I mean, just a great drive from showing some signs of life.
and some of
Great
those
single drive.
corner routes were shake routes. Or one of them was, not some of them. One of them. I'll be honest here.
Just one of them.
Just one of them. And then one of them was an out route, but that's about it. The rest of them were corners. So we can dismiss 2 of them. But the rest of them
Looks
were
like
corners.
Space Force is doing some really weird things in Wildcat right now.
Yeah, I had to. Oh, I know what they're doing. They're doing that. Oh no, they're doing PA verticals. But I had to go with Jara, and we removed most of our corner routes from our playbook to. Oh, I remember they did this last season and went for a touchdown. As it's halftime, UCA is a shake route is not a corner. I don't.
Which one do you want to go to? Which team?
Let's
I'll
go
go
to
to
UCA first. Let's see
Alright.
what's up with UCA. Hello, UCA. You guys have really kept it close despite a really strong start from Space Force. How do you guys plan on keeping this momentum that you just created with that drive going into this 3rd and 4th quarter?
Run the ball.
We're gonna
Right.
pass the hell out of the ball. Oh,
We're gonna pass the shit out of the ball here. I mean, I don't know if you've seen, but Martell Long is probably the greatest quarterback known to man. We're gonna pass it.
He's on a
And
heater.
Peyton Pretty good drive on the last drive of the first half. How do you plan on repeating that success going into the second
Like I
half?
said, we're going to pass the ball, PA Verge constantly. A few Hail Marys. And,
What about
get
corner
it
routes?
going.
Just
Is,
gonna
uh,
Oh,
very
we
well.
forgot about corner. No, that's
Come
our
on,
secret weapon.
guys!
We
Maybe you
haven't
guys
seen
should
that.
run Ben.
Yeah, that's our
You
secret weapon.
guys gotta spam that in the fourth quarter to make me feel better about
Facts.
myself.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, and tacos. How are you planning on stopping their run game? That's what's been going for them so far. They haven't done anything else but run. How are you gonna stop that?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've been really good versus the pass, which is what I wanted to
Look
do
at
when
the
we
take out
came in here.
Comerticus.
But 2 big runs. That's what's killed us, right? The QB wrap off the one, and then Whopper just taking it 50-something yards to the house off of another, just juking out everybody in sight like we were little kids. But 2 big runs from them. Other than that, we played solid defense, I think.
Loki should be 7-0.
Excuse, but I'm just kidding. We're gonna go into the Space Force Dogs, and we'll see you for either the overtime interviews or the fourth end of game interviews. I hope it's overtime though.
Mr. Salute you.
John, I love you, bro.
I hope it's overtime. What's up, Space Force? I got a question for TDTV. TDTV, how are you going to plan on getting this passing game going after a good running game start, but a really tough passing game start that's kind of screwed you guys over today?
Yeah, I gotta wait for my best warm-up plays for Copernicus early in the game, and so we're gonna try to get back to that in the second half. Get him warmed up.
And Brock, how do you plan on controlling this clock heading into the? And what do you take away from the first half heading into the second half?
So the first half, I think that we have them right where we want them. I think that our offense, once it starts actually clicking, is going to put some serious hurt on UCA. But in terms of controlling the clock, it just comes down to bad throws. It's killing the clock. It's ultimately putting us in a bad position to where we have to be in a defensive position where we don't want to be, and that's what leads to points.
Definitely well spoken.
All
John,
right.
you got a question?
No, I mean, I think that's all. Solaris, keep on cooking. TDTV, keep on cooking, and I'll be cheering for overtime here. So I'll see you guys at the end of the regulation.
I definitely won't, and I hope that
And-
doesn't happen.
Also, I got an announcement really quickly, so just take like 3
Oh?
seconds to. It's a request. All right, guys, I got an announcement to make. Who is it? Coach Martin asked me to do it. Southern Utah will not be drafting a quarterback. That's what he asked me to announce. I just wanted to do that for fun. But we're gonna go put on the UCA cams for a bit.
I'm betting money that he's bluffing, but you know.
I'll help that bluff any day.
Any day.
Any day. I'm gonna help that bluff as they kick it off.
Screen, please.
And returned by Space Force. Actually, I'm gonna have the Space Force cams on right now because they're on offense. We're gonna get.
And you want to stream,
Oh yeah.
Jonathan? Thanks. Pretty good pretty good last drive from Central Arkansas offense, showing some signs of life. Hopefully they continue that heading into here.
As Copernicus is back to pass, hits the angle route, and now, oh, wow.
Might be a face mask, yeah.
It's a face mask, yeah, and that's going to give them an extra 10 yards as UCA is hoed by their defense.
I mean, that's just really unfortunate. Can't really control that in coach mode, but yeah.
I think I'll have the double head coach cams on when Space Force is on offense because the problem is that their Space Force's defensive coordinator is on cam, but UCA's offensive coordinator is on cam, so it's only like worth to put them on cams.
So many.
I mean, I won't get the reaction from either one of them. They're in a tight formation here. TD's special and play action. Copernicus throws, overthrown, goes for another deep shot. And really right now, Copernicus should just be trying to get those short completions that'll get them the game that they need to get that first down instead of the touchdown pass.
I definitely gotta agree. I mean, I don't really know what Copernicus is thinking going deep on the last few throws here. It just resulted in incompletions really hurting Space Force.
For real. If he just stops throwing these deep bombs, I think they can really get going on offense. As he throws a swing, but that's stuffed for -3 yards. Whopper taken down by Michael Ledette.
Michael Ledette. I mean, just an amazing corner. Really underrated corner.
Now it's a 3rd and long, but as I was saying, this might be Space Force's speciality. 3rd and longs.
Definitely. Got to watch out for that. For the corners. The patented Space Force corners, if you will.
Patented by Space Force. You guys hear that? Space Force corners. Not Lake Erie. Space Force. As they're not really guarding the outside here. And back to pass, Copernicus hits the out route. Edwin Hubble, 11 yards, but not enough to get the first down. Now Space Force is at a 4th and 2, and this will be their last 4th down attempt until the 4th quarter if they are losing by then.
Definitely an interesting call heading up for Coach Brock and the Space Force Delta Dogs. Really interested to see what they got coming up here.
Yeah, you can
Looks like they're debating it.
You can save your last 4th down attempt for later, or you can do it now and stay aggressive. And I think they will be staying aggressive.
Yeah.
As I think they'll have a Texas route coming up here. Watch that halfback. Seriously. And if I'm UCA, I'm doing everything I can, putting every guy on that running back, because I know the quarterback ain't throwing it elsewhere.
100%.
As the clock's ticking down, he's back to pass, and the halfback's on a Texas, but they throw the corner route, 12-yard reception, Johannes Kepler. And
actually an out, but yeah.
That was a corner, I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that was a corner.
No.
Yeah, it's a corner.
Hard to tell.
I think actually, I don't know. It is hard to tell.
You're probably right.
As it is a 1st and 10, and now they're within the 30. Good decision by Brock. As they run it up the middle, Whopper, and he's stuffed after 2 yards.
And just, I think Coach TD and that offense is just trying to get going after those first 2 drives. Trying to get their first points after the first quarter, I believe.
As they're back in the tight formation. Let's see what they got here. Is play action. I think it's the same throw. Slant hit. They had 2 slants there. Derek Smith. And Space Force is back in track with their quarterback play. And now it's getting scary for UCA. And if I'm UCA, your offense has really got to step up here, because your defense has done all it could do this game.
Definitely.
As they run it up the middle, Whopper breaks free for another couple yards, but is eventually taken down, 2nd and 3. Or he didn't break free, but he was wrapped up.
And Space Force showing their split close formation. But they got that first down earlier on the first play of the drive.
As it's 2nd and 3, another tight formation for them. As Copernicus is back to pass, overthrows his man, 3rd and 3.
Definitely a rocky game for Copernicus. I mean, but it looks like he's been figuring stuff out as of late.
Space Force has really been trying to work the outside today, but it hasn't been working. It seems as if UCA is just defending the outside pretty well.
Definitely, I can definitely see that being a focus of the Central Arkansas defense.
Now it's 3rd and short. They converted the 4th and short earlier, but let's see if they got the 3rd and short. It's a QB wrap, and he'll get it. 1st and goal, Space Force. Threatening to make it 17-7.
I'm Central Arkansas. I mean, really praying for a stop here. I mean, it's not unwinnable if Space Force gets it here, but definitely makes it easier on your offense. if you hold them to 3.
As let's talk about gambling this week. We have Space Force -2 at the over/under at 51 points. And Jacksonville State was 8.5-point favorites over Lake Erie's. Johannes Kepler takes it 7 yards on the run. And Lake Erie really upset the odds this week and smashed the over. That's a first. Central Oklahoma, -7.5 favorites, upset by Northwestern State. And I think the over, no, the over didn't hit. Creighton, also not favorited as they hit the corner route for a touchdown, Space Force. And they'll make it 17-7. As there's a review, but I think it'll be confirmed very shortly.
More than likely, yeah, both feet are in. That's an NFL catch, if I've ever seen it.
Yup. But all the underdogs have won so far. Creighton plus 1.5, over under 52.5. Obviously, the under got smashed. But Creighton won. And now we got Space Force threatening to be the first non-underdog to win, the first favorited team to win this week. Because this season has been kind of crazy. Not even the computer can guess.
Definitely. It's been extremely crazy so far. I mean, it's always crazy when a 99 overall team goes 0-3.
What do you mean? As UCA, Howell Hunter takes this kickoff pretty well to around the 33.
A 99 overall team goes 0-3. NWMO.
You mean not a 99? What's not 99 overall? Just a pretty stacked team, you know. All American filled team. Going 0-3 right now, and it's mostly due to just not really using their players well. They got some superstars in that team.
Definitely.
Will Space Force take a 90-second timeout so they can play the Lake Erie ad?
They did not call a timeout, so I don't think so. Looks like Brock is having some difficulty.
Brock is having lag.
I see.
I gotta ask. Did Bucky disconnect? No?
I don't really know what happened. Pause gate, perhaps?
My let's get
internet
it
is
back
dying.
here.
Bucky's internet is lagging right now. I guess we gotta give him a second.
Is his internet lagging? Oh, it is. All right. Oh, we're good now.
It says Bucky. So,
Dang it, dude!
yeah.
I can't play the 90-second Lake Erie
We are
ad.
back.
So I'm gonna have UCA cams up now, and 3 seconds on the play clock. Back to pass, runs it up the middle. Will Smith takes for 8, 2nd and 2. As UCA is in fuck it mode, let's ball. I don't really think they care anymore, as it's a screen, hit, blockers get downfield, and Will Smith takes this one for 14 yards. And that's what you want to see in a screen. Your blocker's really blocking, man.
Definitely. I mean, that's just a textbook case of a screen working perfectly to perfection, just like I was drawn up.
They run it up the middle. Will Smith breaks free, stiff arms a man, puts him on the ground with his stiff arm. 12 yards again. And Will Smith having a pretty solid day as well.
Definitely. I mean, looks like a Central Arkansas death march down here.
As they flip the play. Audibles being sent in. Back to pass. Throws a little short route to their wide receiver. 8 yards. Howell Hunter. And UCA's on a roll.
Definitely. I mean, bunch of great play calls from Peyton, OC Peyton.
Oh yeah, and then he ran up the middle for another 3 yards and a first down. And I think they're gonna pass again here, and this might be another first down from the. Oh, it's a screen. That's what it is. Blockers get downfield again, but they were ready for it this time, sitting in their zones. as they only go for one there. But I think I know it could be up here. Just according to patterns, it's either a read option or a halfback counter. I'm playing the play call or guessing
Halfback
here.
angle is what I'm betting right now, but
Oh, never mind. We don't know what it is. They just audibled
we
something
don't. Yeah, we don't know
anyways.
what that is.
And it's a halfback dive, and Jake Andrews sheds off a man, but is taken down by his own momentum.
Pretty big third down here. I mean, if you're Central Arkansas, you're trying to make it 14-17, make it a 3-point game.
As this is the halfback counter I was talking about, baby. Right here. I'm just kidding. No, this is maybe angle. We're the play call guessing game here. As it's play action. Back to pass, Mardo. Oh, caught.
A long
and
pass. What a dart.
Woo! Someone's hot. And now Space Force doesn't know what to go. Up in the hurry up UCA. And run up the middle. Touchdown UCA. And UCA is right back in this game. 14-17. With the PAT incoming.
What a drive from Central Arkansas. I mean, both times where I think Central Arkansas has gone down by 2 possessions, the offense has really just clicked. They've shown up when they needed to, and we'll see if that trend continues.
UCA touchdown, and I'm finally using the UCA cams. Is there back to kick off the Space Force? As he'll only get to the 20 before he stumbles down MFDM. And what a game this has been so far. Really offensive. And the games this week have actually had a fair amount of offense. What do you think, Nisma?
Definitely a very back and forth game. Can't really ask for much better from a viewer's perspective.
You could ask for much better, and that's Central Michigan versus Southern Miss back in Season 1. That was peak RFCL.
That was an amazing... Yeah, that's definitely peak RFCL.
Copernicus showing his scrambling ability, get in at 2nd and 1.
I mean, Copernicus, it seems like he just always knows when to scramble. I mean, of course he has his off days scrambling into pass rushes, but for the most part, he's extremely masterful at scrambling and knowing when to do that too.
100%. Now it's 2nd and 1 for Space Force. And Space Force, I mean, they're acting like they're just going to do the same stuff they just did again. 'Cause they're in really heavy formation here. Man in motion. Quarterback fakes the play action, throws it as it's caught, but he goes back behind the line of scrimmage. He had the first down, but he backs up and the forward progress is denied, and now it's 3rd and 1. That's
And if UCA stops that, I mean, Space Force is going to be watching this game back, wondering if only he didn't go back.
And this is like the one time that your Space Force or your UCA, you're probably glad that your man didn't make a tackle.
Definitely.
As now they're in a really, really heavy formation here. Wonder what they'll do. And they'll run play action, and they bite. Corner route, caught. And that's Brandon Powell for 25 yards. And they've already thrown more corners in Lake Erie, and it's only the start of the... I'm just kidding. I don't really care. It's a pass.
We don't really know.
Pass.
We are going in the 4th quarter, so maybe they might get a little desperate.
Pass is a pass. They did a good job selling that one there, though. And 1st and 10, running it with Whopper, but he's stuffed for no more yards. And after I glazed him in that 1st quarter, he has not came up to play since. It seems all that glazing got to his head.
I mean, 2 big runs and really hasn't really done much since the first half after those 2 big runs.
As for my gamblers, the over-under is 51.5. I think with 2 more touchdowns, we'll be nearing that. So keep your eye on the over-under here. And it's 5 wide for Space Force. back to pass, Copernicus. Throws it to an out route, caught, 10 yards, 15, 16-yard reception by Derek Smith. As they're running the hurry up again.
And we've seen that a lot from Space Force, attacking the outside. I think that's what they do best.
100%. Play action, throws it, slant, caught, and that's almost a touchdown, but he's tripped up at around the 3. 23 yards for Johannes Kepler. And they're about to march right back into the end zone here in 5 wide. As he runs it, Copernicus breaks a tackle, only 1 yard. 2nd and goal.
If I'm UCA, I'm definitely trying to get hold them to 3. I mean, it makes your life far easier if you hold them to 3 in this scenario.
Well, I mean, if you hold them to 3 here, that's the only thing you really can do besides maybe force a fumble. Is they're going to run up the middle, whopper, stuffed. 3 yards, though, and now they're a lot closer than they were before to the end zone. As now they're going to go into a really heavy goal line formation here. And you might see the same play that you just saw in that last 4th down. I mean, no harm in it. And I'm not going to lie, if I'm UCA, I'm expecting to run personally. And even though they might have just burned you, you don't want them to run that in. You don't want to give them the easy run in. You want to force your quarterback to make that play.
Definitely. Although it looks like they're making some adjustments. Might be a PA Power 0 again.
As it is play action.
And I called it.
Caught. Touchdown. Jay Raymond. Is Space Force has really been running these play actions today to perfection on the 4th and shorts, 3rd and shorts. As they kick it, now it's a 10-point game.
That's definitely this Central Arkansas's defense Achilles heel. The play action. They've been biting on it, and it's been costing them greatly.
Oh yeah, as he's going to take the return here. Let me, I totally forgot. 30-yard return. As we're going to let Space Force have their little bit of glory here.
And right now, I mean, if I'm UCA, I'm trying to get down the field pretty quick, get a quick stop on defense. Try to turn this game around.
Bucky's in his Bucky suit, and Peyton has his war helmet on. They're ready for war here, you can tell. As it's caught!
Oh,
and
wow.
He's gone. He's gone. The wheel route is gone.
What a play. What a play.
And what a way to strike back by UCA.
What a play. Wow, that is just a game-defining play.
And there's the horns down. There's the horns
Space
down.
Force is going to watch that back. And they're going to be wondering what happened there. Terrible blown coverage on Space Force's part.
The horns down by Bucky. If I had a replay system, I'd use it about now, but I don't, so...
Definitely.
What a play.
Horns down. Horns down, yeah.
Solaris is in shock. As Space Force is going to take this out.
That's just an amazing play.
Yeah, what a great play call by UCA, and really caught him off guard. And now Space Force has got to do the same thing they just did twice in a row, a 3rd time in a row, and drive down and score a touchdown here to hopefully put the...
Gotta wonder when this offense is going to start stalling a little bit.
Oh, yeah. UCA is showing so much fight right now. Really, they're not giving up yet, and neither can Space Force. And this is a game of wits. As Copernicus is back to pass, throws it, and that's caught! Down to the 40 already, Edwin Hubble. And this is going to be fireworks in the 4th. As they already turn on true clock.
Back-to-back blown coverages from both teams. I mean, haven't really seen much of that in the RFCL.
That's pretty rare.
As a defensively minded person, this is pretty painful to watch.
It's not painful to watch at all. It's beauty. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to my eyes. As they're
definitely not beautiful watching the blown coverages.
Play action on the 2 clock. Back to pass. Caught. as the wheel is caught again, except this time it was stopped before he ran it in for a touchdown. As they're going to review this. It was pretty clearly caught, though.
Or was it? Yeah, it was. It's definitely a catch.
Yeah, that was pretty clearly caught.
He's got 1 foot in bounds. I mean, when you're on his hip, you just cannot allow that. When you're on his hip and you're not playing the ball, you've got to make a play when you're on his hip.
100%. 100%. As Space Force is threatening to score again, and UCA's defense is just worn out. As they're going to run play action another time. Copernicus is back to pass, throws it, caught, but I think that's out of bounds, even though it's a touchdown. This time, the review is probably going to call it out of bounds.
Back-to-back booth reviews. Wow.
I'm calling it this time. It was out of bounds.
And,
Although, hold up.
Actually, I think
that might be in the corner of the end zone. That might be a touchdown.
His foot did not hit an inch of white grass.
As the play stands, and he caught it in the corner of the end zone, and that is a shocker.
And Space Force answering the call. Gotta wonder if this UCA offense can keep up.
Now, UCA, they can't give up now either. They've got to score and score quickly.
Definitely.
Any give up, if they give up at all, first team to give up loses here, basically. You've got to score,
much.
and I think if you're UCA, you might as well just kick the onside kick, man, because you're not stopping their offense right now.
That is definitely a hot take, but, you know, both quarterbacks are...
Hey, it's not a hot
look like
take.
they're warm.
They have not been
To a
able to
degree.
stop the offense. They've had 3 tries this half, not once.
Well, I mean, 3rd time's the try. Or 4th time's the shot. 4
As
times
running
the
backs
charm.
in motion. Back to pass. Throws it. Caught. First down and more. 14 yards, Hal Hunter. And they're back in the hurry up. As Martel
Marshall
Long.
Long looks like he's getting his rhythm.
Oh,
in
yeah.
His rhythm.
In a stride right now, Martel Long.
Martel Long?
Martel Long. Back to pass. A lot of time. Throws it. Caught. First down. 15 yards, 16 yards, 17 yards. And Will Smith really taking that a long way for a short pass like that. And it's 1st and 10 again. 3 minutes and 19 left in the 4th. And UCA's back in
Smart
stride.
play from Martel Long.
Throws it. Corner route caught. Luke Brown, 10 yards. Oh, that wasn't a corner.
That might have been an out
That wasn't an out. That was
or a zig.
It was like a weird shake
Yeah, it
route.
was a strange little, like, yeah.
Yeah. As they're back in hurry up again. Clock's ticking. Smith in motion. And Smith might get open here. But no, he's not. He's not going to get open. Caught, though. And he runs out of bounds. Hal Hunter, you can't run out of bounds there. You got to take that upfield as far as you can. They were in a stride. That just stopped their stride. As
Now that does also... No, that doesn't... Wait. Why is the clock running?
Because he ran...
I thought he got out of bounds.
He did get out of bounds.
The clock's still running.
That's
a
very
little
odd.
strange.
Clock
Yeah.
management error. Martel Long throws it. Almost intercepted. And he's out of his stride after that one. They really needed to keep that hurry up there. But Martel's hit 205 yards and 1 touchdown.
I mean, if you're Martel Long, you really cannot throw an interception there. That's going to cost the game pretty much.
And if I'm UCA, do I attempt the onside kick if I score here? What do you think, Nismo?
If I'm personally Central Arkansas, I put faith in my DC and give him one last shot because onside kicks, they just don't happen.
But do you go for this here, or do you take the field goal?
Personally, oh, that's a really tough call.
It is
Clearly
a
not
tough
to
call.
Bucky, though.
Not
As
a hard
he
call for Bucky.
Makes the call, yeah, relatively quickly.
And this is the game right here. Basically
Essentially,
the
yeah.
game. Essentially the game. They got a few guys wide on the outside. Let's see what Martel Long does with the ball in his hands and less than 2:30 left in the game. 4th down and 2. It's clutch time for UCA. Back to pass. Martel Long throws it. Caught. Out route. 1st down. Luke Brown. And now they got to go. And now they're back in their rhythm. That was huge.
That was such a clutch play from Luke Brown and Martel Long. I mean, knows the assignment, steps back in the pocket, clean. I mean, just
Play
a great
action.
technical pass.
And they don't get the 1st down there, so the clock's going to keep on running. Howell Hunter, and now they got to go here. And as more clock ticks down, you really start thinking about that onside kick. Play action again, throws Martel Long to a flat as Luke Brown breaks a tackle, another tackle to get within the 5. As they're back in
Luke
their
Brown,
squad.
I mean, you want to talk about getting yourself back-to-back pretty clutch plays for Luke Brown there.
Oh yeah, and I know what play's coming here. Never mind, no I did not. As he throws it, but you got to just go. You got to hurry up. You can't think about timeouts here.
Oh yeah, you
As I
cannot
think-
burn timeout.
I think they're going to take that onside kick.
I really don't know if they will.
I think you have to. I seriously think you got to take that onside kick.
That is a scoldingly hot take, in my opinion.
As caught within the
Oh,
4,
man.
Will Thomas, but clock's still ticking. 1 minute 27 left to go, and the clock's
If I'm
ticking,
Bucky,
ticking.
I mean, you got to get routes that go into the end zone.
I think you run it here. That's just me, though, as it's caught but out of bounds, and now
wow.
it's 4th and goal. And I really think you should have ran it there. They were expecting to pass, but now
I got to agree with you there.
game's in Martel Long's hands, but at least you got time to think about it. And this is now the game. Bucky,
Officially
once
the
again,
game.
did not really have a problem thinking about whether to go for it or not. As Space Force might be showing a bit of heat, but they step back. Caught. No.
Oh,
Turnover on downs, and that'll be game if
that's just
That'll
highly
be game.
unfortunate there. It looks like they're going to challenge it, and I got to agree. Got to give yourself a chance there.
that's the only thing that you can do. As I don't really
And
think
yeah,
that it
that's not even
crossed.
close. Yeah, that's not even close.
Space Force did a good job guarding the end zone. And there's really nothing else you can do if you're UCA.
Yeah, I mean, maybe blitz everybody and their mothers, try to get safety. That's personally what I would do.
That's what you got to do. And I
Dial
think
up some
that-
weird nano blitzes.
You just got to blitz here. You got to get everyone to stop them behind the line of scrimmage.
It looks like they're coming out in 5-2.
No, now 4-3
4-3.
now. And
I mean,
safety here
they
would
can't
be
kneel it.
huge,
safety here would be absolutely huge.
as you need a safety and a touchdown to win. As Space Force forgot that they had
Oh,
conservative
wow.
clock on.
Wow.
Takes a flag, but it does nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's getting them back 1 yard. So it looks like, yeah, wow.
As I think they're just going to straight up quarterback sneak it until the game's over, which is not that dumb. It's kind of smart.
This is a surprisingly hard call for Space Force here. Now, Central Arkansas just came out in a 1-5-5 look.
Fuck.
Pretty
I'd call
interesting
it-
look.
I'd call it timeout. Just get out of that formation.
I don't really know why you're in that formation.
As now you got to call your timeouts. You can't let them run this down.
Definitely not. And it's still, wait, they just called a timeout. Oh, wait,
no,
no.
they didn't.
Was it the challenge? Yeah.
As it looks like that they're going to give him this little cue clock, but now they're going to finally call a timeout after they wasted like 30 seconds. I don't know what was in Bucky's
Yeah,
brain
that-
there.
Hate to say it, but that was pretty bad clock management right there.
As bad clock management, I think, is going to kill it for UCA this game. as they run it again. And Whopper is going to get to the outside, 3rd and 1. And Central Arkansas is going to have around 6 seconds to return a punt and get 10 points, which I don't think is possible. So, and that's only if they stop them here. As I think they're just going to QB sneak it again. And again, I don't know why they're in 1-5-5 trying to stop the QB sneak. As it's play action, caught, but he was behind the line of scrimmage. But forward progress just didn't count there, and that'll be game.
It's more likely going to ice the game, yeah.
As
I mean, pretty good game, though. The score does not indicate how truly close it was.
yeah, UCA was in this until the very end.
Definitely, it was a dogfight for sure.
And I guess
Which team do you want to go to, John?
let's go to Space Force first. The winners of this game.
Should we wait when they're actually done? But
No, we shouldn't, because I don't think they're gonna do.
There you go.
Hey, Space Force, you guys showed some grit tonight. Really fought until the very end, and now you're 3-0, and Central Arkansas is 0-3, and you guys are in prime position to take the #1 spot in the RFCL.
Yeah, feeling good. Central Arkansas is a team that definitely doesn't deserve to be 0-3 right now. But unfortunately, not a lot has gone their way. But overall, great game to those guys.
And Coach Dolores, pretty rough stretch there near the end of the game. I mean, letting up a bunch of big plays, but towards the end, really strapped up when he needed to. What are your main takeaways from those last few drives?
Yeah, limiting big plays was what we were trying to do coming into this. We, kind of messed up there for a bit, but 21 points the whole game. Stopped the run pretty well. They were getting us with the hurry up, so we'll have to figure out something to counter that. But other than that, I think they played well.
Definitely.
All right, well, TDTV, another masterclass by you, and good job, Space Force. And we'll see you guys soon, next week, I believe, against UCO, I think?
Creighton. We're playing Creighton.
Creighton, all right. Well, we're going to go to UCA now, see what's up in their locker room. And UCA, tough loss, but you guys showed some damn grit and thought until the very end. And I think you guys really don't deserve to be 0-3 right now, the way you guys played tonight. But despite that, you guys still are. How are you feeling?
We're feeling kind of shitty. I mean, we felt like we played a really good game. Martel Long had only 9 missed throws, but I think we now know exactly what our plan is on offense. Defense, I mean, I guess we got to get in the lab on defense. I mean, it's hard to stop 40 million corner routes in a row, but it's whatever. I mean, they won the game, and we'll go on to next week. I don't even know who we play, but we'll try and get our first win.
All right. Well,
And Tacos, what are some takeaways that you can get from this game defensively?
We started out the first half pretty good, but it just went downhill. I mean, defense let the offense down in the second half once again. I got to make better adjustments in the second half. It's just got to get better. That's all there is to it.
well, tough loss, but good luck against NWMO next week. You guys will,
That's what we play next week?
Yeah.
Let's
Pretty
go!
happy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pretty excited to play the 0-3 versus 0-3.
Oh,
And if, I'm sure your quarterback will be going. Good luck, y'all, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Let's head back to the
Thank you.
broadcast. Nismo, what do you think of this game? What are your thoughts?
I think it was a really good game, back and forth game. The final score, box score, doesn't really indicate how truly close this game was. I mean, take away a few big plays for Space Force, and we're looking at a very different ball game as a whole.
Yeah, I think personally it was a really fun game to commentate over. Props to Bucky and Brock for making it such a great game, and everyone to help me out this stream. I thank you for that, and the RFCL for letting me stream this. But I think it was a fun game. I think UCA really had a chance to win it there, but came up short in the end. Some early woes really just held them down in the second half. And that's really when the first quarter mattered because both teams were really in a gunslinging fight. But those 3 extra points that Space Force scored in the first quarter and that first stop that they got allowed them to just stay ahead by 10 the entire time and really just keep on one-upping them and stay ahead, which was just really unfortunate.
Definitely could not have said it better myself.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Is the stream over?
No, it's not.